So where we stopped the last lecture? Or what is the agenda for today?
Foreign exchange, that is current account transaction.
In the last
Current
lecture,
account.
Current account transaction.
we were talking about current account transactions. What are the relevant provisions for this? Section
5, current account.
Section 5. Sir.
definition.
Definitions, we have
EJ,
drawal.
UV.
Yeah. Definitions is current accounts.
Okay.
It is J. Current account, it is J.
Right? EJMNUP. Okay. So this is
J.
section
2 of J.
J. Read with section
5.
5.
read with rules for the purpose. Okay. Section 2 we talked about
Means
it means
any term.
and includes,
Yeah.
and this I need not revise the whole story again. This is already in your notebook. So all transactions other than capital account transactions.
Current account.
So all transactions other than capital account transactions are the current account transactions and includes all transactions in the course of international trade, including the normal banking in the ordinary course of business. Then payment of interest,
Yes.
net
Remittance
income
of
on investments, remittance for maintenance of family abroad, personal expenses on visits, medical, etc., etc. All those are covered in this. That much we have already seen in the. Now coming to section 5, what is there in section 5? Section 5 is a very small section. This is all. Any person may sell or draw foreign exchange to or from authorized person if such sale or draw is a current account transaction. Right. Unlike section 6, which is starting with the prohibition and then giving the permission, it is giving the permission, then putting the conditions. This says, provided that the central government may, in public interest and in consultation with RBI, impose the reasonable restrictions for the current account transactions. It is saying reasonable restrictions, but actually there are prohibitions also. Right? So here we are talking about these are the rules framed by central government. So now directly taking you to those rules. Here are the rules. Meaning of drawal was already understood. Creating any liability in foreign exchange, that is referred as a drawal. So that includes the exchange of foreign currency, Indian currency into foreign currency, as well as expenditure by way of international credit card or debit card, including in the foreign currency, or issue of LC or some other instrument. All that is referred as a drawal. So drawal means drawal of foreign exchange from authorized person. So drawal of foreign exchange, it is simple words. This is getting the foreign currency from an authorized person and inclusion is letter of credit, international credit card, debit card, use of that, all that will be referred as a drawal. So the effect is more important, which has the effect of creating foreign exchange liability. Okay, so whenever a foreign exchange liability is created, that is referred as a drawal. Now, as per regular rule number 3, this is prohibition. What is the prohibition? which are listed in schedule number 1, travel to Nepal and Bhutan, and a transaction with a person resident in Nepal and Bhutan, unless some exemption is granted by RBI. Unless some exemption is granted by RBI. So this is particularly relating to clause C. This is saying provided the prohibition clause C may be exempted by RBI, subject to such terms and conditions as it considered necessary to stipulate by way of a special or general order. Okay, so this is rule number 3. So what is said in rule number 3? Rule number 3. This is talking about certain transactions prohibited in Forex. Now, by chance, if somebody is having foreign currency in his EEFC account or RFC account, can he do those transactions in foreign currency?
Yes, this is only.
Yeah, there are some restrictions given.
No, the question is based on this, whatever is written on the board, on the basis of this only you give me. If you have foreign currency in RFC account or EEFC account, can you use that currency for these transactions?
Yeah, there schedule number 2 and schedule number 3.
Rule number 3 only we are talking about.
Yes, I think we can use.
No, prohibited.
Exemption are given in schedule 2 and 3 only.
Now see the title. See, understanding is coming from here. Prohibition on drawal of
Foreign exchange.
Only drawal is prohibited. If you already have foreign exchange, it can be used for the transactions.
where from you are having. Actually, when we talked about import export of currency to Nepal and Bhutan, you cannot carry foreign currency to Nepal and Bhutan,
Yeah, you cannot carry it.
right? Similarly, there is no transaction with the people resident in Nepal and Bhutan in foreign currency. So effectively, what to do with the foreign currency? Okay, so that's why here it is given that prohibition is on drawal of foreign exchange. So even if you have your own foreign currency, still that cannot be used for these transactions. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, people carry foreign currency and it gets a better rate of conversion in Nepal and Bhutan both as compared to INR. Okay. Now, in this, we have clear 3 prohibitions. Number 1, transactions listed in Schedule 1. Number 2, this is travel to Nepal and Bhutan. And third is transaction with any person resident in Nepal and Bhutan. Okay, these are absolute prohibitions. This is the only case where RBI may give a general or special permission. Right? In these 2 cases, there is no provision for any permission or any exemption being given by RBI. Exception. RBI may allow by general or a special order. So in nutshell, for these transactions, even if you have your own foreign currency, that cannot be utilized because transactions are prohibited in foreign exchange. Foreign currency is also foreign exchange. Rashid, is this clear?
Sir, then in which other rule it was allowed where only drawal was not there? Because capital account transactions, it is allowed. Schedule 1, this which is like even if
With capital current account. Yeah.
you had explained that since it is only drawal, it is like the prohibition is on the only for not withdrawing current as in forex for that or currency for that. So in this case, in that case, what is the difference then?
What is the title? Read the title again. ये टाइटल दोबारा पढ़ो, क्या लिखा है?
Okay.
Right. So if anything is payable in foreign currency, that is also foreign exchange. Okay. So in nutshell, if these transactions can happen in rupees, do that. If not, forex will not be given unless it is a transaction for which a general or special permission has been granted by RBI.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is there in schedule number 1? This is schedule number 1. Number 1, that says remittance out of lottery winnings. So people or resident in Nepal and Bhutan can certainly buy a lottery ticket from India. But if they happen to win, then remittance from India cannot be there in foreign currency. Number 2, remittance of income from racing and riding and other hobbies.
To watch full video, join the regular online batch Call Tayal Institute.